Hello and welcome to Pelicans Report, a show devoted to news about the New Orleans Pelicans and the NBA. I'm Jimmy Smith, Pelicans columnist for NOLA.com and the Times-Picayune, and I'm joined today by Pelicans beat writer John Reid. And John, the Pelicans are once again hit by an injury to starting point guard Jrue Holiday, and he missed Wednesday night's game against the Detroit Pistons, and that's a position at this point that the Pelicans can ill afford to lose an experienced player.
Yeah, you said that right. One of the most important positions on the floor, obviously, is that point guard, the guy who put them in the offense. I will say this, I mean, it's good to have versatility, and when you have a guy like Tyreke Evans who can come in and really fill in and almost have a triple-double against the Detroit Pistons, that says a lot about taking advantage of having guys who can play multiple positions. But you're right, Jimmy, a guy like Jrue Holiday who can really get you in your offense. He was really excelling offensively with his shot, getting that shot up. And also, he's one of their best on-ball defenders. But not having him is a blow, and who knows, he could come back soon, or he could be out for more than multiple games.
This means more playing time at point guard for Jrue here, who had a decent showing early on against the Pistons in that win Wednesday night.
I say this about Jrue. I think since he's been here, he's been a guy who gets in the game and kind of looks over his shoulder. Like if he make two mistakes, he get taken out of the game and may not play the next game. But when you play him consistent minutes, and he looked like he played relaxed, that he didn't really worry about getting taken out or anything like that, and kind of did some nice offensive plays, driving to the basket a few times on some quick pull-up shots. But he's a guy that if you give him consistent minutes, I think you're going to get production from him.
Speaking of multiples, how about the multiple personalities of this team? Wednesday night against the Pistons, the ball was moving well. Lots of movement, lots of people involved. Anthony Davis had another big night. As you pointed out, Tyreke Evans just an assist and a rebound away from a triple-double.
I wish someone could figure this team out, because I sure can't. I mean, you see this team, they have the talent. I mean, we say this all the time on this show, that this team has the talent to win. The problem is putting it together. On the road, they did what you're supposed to do. They jumped out to a 10-2 lead. They scored 58 points in the first half, and instead of getting in these lulls in the third quarter, having these possessions, these empty possessions where they're not putting the ball in the bucket, they continue to press the issue and get the ball in and continue to move that offense on it. That's what they got to do.
The team signed Nate Wolters, a point guard who was recently released by the Milwaukee Bucks to a 10-day contract. I'm sure it's right now a hedge against an extended absence for Jrue Holiday, and they really don't know how long he's going to be out. What can you tell us about Nate Wolters?
Well, I think he's a good player, but I agree with you. I think he's more of an insurance type of guy. You know, if they have some situation, I think Tyreke probably going to fill that role until Jrue get back to play those heavy minutes. But it's good to have, and he is a natural point guard, and you want to have a guy like that on the roster in case you need him. But I don't think he's going to play a whole lot of minutes here over the next 10 games.
Well, John, travel safely as you head on the road to cover the rest of that East Coast trip. And join us Tuesday when we look back at the Pelicans games against the Philadelphia 76ers and Toronto Raptors. I'm Jimmy Smith. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.